Now joining me to unpack this is public affairs analyst Jide Ojo. Jide Ojo, thank you for your time. And of course, let's start off with your immediate reactions to the president's trip to Qatar. Would you say at this time it's pretty much relevant or not?
It's relevant to the extent that we are looking for foreign direct investment, and this is a golden opportunity that should be taken. Remember that the president's visit was on the invitation of the Emir of Qatar. So it wasn't like we are Medicine Mintalopa or Nusipoka. It was based on the invitation by the Qatari government. So, and, Nigeria is in that need of foreign direct investment. We need this FDI for purposes of employment opportunities, enhancing our revenue, as well as even reducing poverty. And it's heartwarming that about 7 agreements were reported to have been signed. And, Amadou actually gave a very good background to this discussion. So it shows that we stand to gain a lot if this agreement signed if they are implemented. In time past, what has happened is that many of these agreements, after the initial publicity blitz, never gets to be implemented. But I hope this will be seen through to its logical conclusion.
I mean, talking about agreements, about 7 landmark agreements were signed. It borders around education, employment, commerce, sports, agriculture, and of course, combating narcotics trade, illicit narcotics trade. And of course, my question to you is this: how much of this do you think, or how much of an impact do you think this will have on Nigeria's economic growth? And of course, when it comes to investment potential too?
A lot. Like I said in my just a short while ago, if this is followed through to its logical conclusion, it has the potential to improve our revenue, to improve our trade relationship, to improve our diplomatic relationship with Qatar, to improve our trade and investment opportunities with the country. And, as the president has said, the Minister of Finance needs to follow through with this signed agreement. That's Mr. Wale has been mandated to follow through with the implementation of these agreements. And I do hope that this is done in due course.
Now, let's talk about some, what I call it, naughty areas that Nigerians have actually reacted to. Part of it has to do with the names on the list of the entourage of the president, where questions have been asked as regards certain names identified, on that list. And that has to do with the sons of the president. Given the fact that, the talk about the Onronso report, which talks about cutting the cost of governance, and of course, follow-ups that we are beginning to see, agencies being merged, some scrapped and all of that, all in a bid to cut, the cost of governance. And then this coming up, I'd like to know your reaction to it.
I worry about the non-state actors getting involved in the governance process of this country. And I've read the reaction of the presidency, one of the media aides of the president defending the fact that it's not peculiar to Nigeria for the president the first family to go with their father on state visits. They cited the examples of Canada, of US, of UK, and all of those places. But these are not Nigeria. Sheyi Tinubu, Yinka Tinubu, Shadi Tinubu are all adults. And if they want to visit Dubai or Qatar, they can spend their own personal resources to go. I think the president is making a mistake by allowing his children to be on state visit. If it's a family vacation, yes, of course. it's a vacation, so he could pack all members of his household on such vacation. But this is a state official visit. I even learned that protocol was breached, in which case the children of the president were even recognized ahead of ministers. And you ask yourself, what is the status of the children of the president? What role did they, what official function did they perform in Qatar? Recently, sometime last year, the president had to specifically instruct the security agents to bar Sheyi from coming into the fake meetings. It shows the audacity of this young man. Why would your father, because he's a president, you walk in to attend state visits, state meetings? For what end? To what end? I think the president needs to backtrack on, taking his children on state visits. It's a wrong optics. And aside from that, we also read that unlike the January
Jido, I'm sorry, I might just need to cut in here.
Where the president said his entourage will not be more than 20. We had about well over 40 people going to Qatar. That is not in line with the president's commitments in January. So it then shows that there is a bad faith in implementing the Orosaye report, because if you want to merge and reduce the number of civil servants, why can't you cut down extensively on your travel costs or your official travel entourage? Because that's where the bulk of the resources go in funding these people, because all of them that are on that visit are going to collect testicles in dollars.
All right, Jido, thank you so much. We are pressed for time, but we deeply appreciate your contribution on the news at this time. Jido, public affairs analyst, once again, thank you.